Welcome and thank you for joining me on this journey through time, architecture, and faith. Today, we are exploring one of Norfolk's most remarkable landmarks, St. Mary's Catholic Church in Great Yarmouth. This majestic building, with its soaring spire and Gothic Revival design, has stood for over a century as a beacon of community, spirituality, and history. To truly appreciate St. Mary's, we must step back in time to the mid-19th century. Great Yarmouth was a bustling port town, alive with fishing fleets, maritime trade, and a growing population. Among the many who settled here were Irish immigrants, drawn by work opportunities. With them came a deep Catholic faith and the urgent need for a permanent church. In 1841, the first Catholic chapel was established in the area. But as the community grew, so too did the desire for something more ambitious, more enduring. This vision would culminate in the construction of St. Mary's, a church designed to inspire awe and to anchor Catholic worship in the heart of the town. The man chosen to bring this vision to life was none other than Joseph Hansom, a name that might sound familiar. Hansom was the architect behind the Hansom cab, the famous horse-drawn carriage that revolutionized Victorian transport. But his greatest legacy lies in the many churches he designed across Britain. A master of the Gothic Revival style, Hansom was the perfect choice to create something both beautiful and spiritual for Great Yarmouth's Catholics. Construction began in 1847 with financial help from across the Catholic community. Brick by brick, stone by stone, the church rose into the sky. By 1850, St. Mary's Catholic Church was complete, a striking structure that would come to dominate the skyline of the town. Its tall, elegant spire, visible for miles out to sea, became a guiding point not only for the faithful, but also for sailors returning home to Yarmouth. Step inside the church, and you are immediately struck by its vast interior. The soaring arches, ribbed vaulting, and stained glass windows draw your eyes heavenward, reminding worshippers of the divine. Light filters gently through colored glass, filling the nave with shifting patterns that change with the hours of the day. At the heart of it all lies the high altar, intricately carved and richly decorated, the focal point of worship and the spiritual heart of the building. St. Mary's has never been just a church. It has always been a place of gathering, of refuge and of memory during times of hardship, such as the poverty of the late Victorian era. It stood as a sanctuary in moments of celebration, weddings, baptisms, confirmations. It echoed with joy, and in times of mourning, its bells tolled solemnly, reminding the community of the eternal promise of faith. As the decades passed, St. Mary's endured wars, economic decline, and shifting tides of history. During the Second World War, Great Yarmouth was heavily bombed due to its strategic location. Yet St. Mary's survived, continuing to provide a sense of stability amid chaos. Its spire, still visible across the town, remained a symbol of endurance. Architecturally, the church is considered one of Hansom's finest works. The tall nave and side aisles reflect his mastery of scale, while the spire soars to an impressive height, drawing comparisons with cathedral design. The stained glass, installed in stages across the 19th century, depicts biblical scenes in vibrant color, telling stories of faith to generations who may not have been able to read, but could understand the images. One of the most remarkable aspects of St. Mary's is how it has adapted to changing times. In the 1960s, following the Second Vatican Council, the church interior was reordered to allow for more participation by the congregation. Yet, despite these changes, the building has lost none of its grandeur and continues to be a working parish church to this day. The parish community of St. Mary's is vibrant and diverse, reflecting the town's own character. Over the years, people from many nations have made Great Yarmouth their home, and St. Mary's has welcomed them all. Mass is still celebrated regularly, and the church remains a cornerstone of Catholic life in Norfolk. But beyond worship, St. Mary's tells a larger story, one of migration, resilience, and continuity. It stands as a testament to the faith of ordinary people who dreamed of something greater, and who built a church that has lasted for generations. Today, visitors to St. Mary's often remark on its beauty and tranquility. Some come for prayer, others for quiet reflection, and many for the sheer architectural wonder. Walking through its doors feels like stepping back into another era, where craftsmanship, devotion, and artistry combine to create a space that lifts the soul. If you listen closely inside the church, you might hear echoes of centuries past, the whispered prayers of immigrants seeking comfort, the solemn chants of priests in Latin, the joyful hymns of children at First Communion. These echoes remind us that a church is more than stone and mortar. It is a living memory, renewed with every generation that enters its walls. As we come to the end of this journey, take a final moment to picture St. Mary's spire rising against the Norfolk sky. Imagine the fishermen who once looked for it from the sea, the families who gathered beneath its roof, and the generations yet to come who will find solace there. St. Mary's Catholic Church is not just a building. It is a story of faith, hope, and community written into the very fabric of Great Yarmouth. And so, whether you visit in person or simply carry its story with you, may St. Mary's continue to inspire awe and wonder, just as it has for more than 170 years.